So, the morning after, the drama still continues. Hey, my babies, and how are you all doing? Welcome back, my lovers. Guys, do not forget to subscribe and make sure your notification bell is steadily on while at it. So, guys, so if you follow the drama, the gist that went on with what transpired the other night with Mshini, Uyanda, with a little bit of Mandy Hagan, in as much as Mandy tried her best not to include herself in that thingy, though Mshini was actually including Mandy. In fact, Mshini was thinking before it was Mandy who was trying to talk about her. Some persons feel like, oh, Mshini is trying to inherit Nsuku's, fight with Mandy because she's trying to join the Swiss gang. Like, it's giving Swiss gang with Mshini, Nsuku, and you know how they are in their group. So, guys, let's talk about the morning after, yeah. So at night, whilst Shini was doing all of that, was being too much, Biggie called her to the diary room. Afterwards, she came out and retired to bed. So in all of our thoughts, we're like, okay, Biggie, reprimanded her, you get. So later on, guys, people were still sleeping. This babe had to call the meeting for the same ish again, you know. And I think one thing Mshini needs to learn is how to communicate. I think she's lacked that so much. The way she speaks, she's always at the defending and like she's always this defensive. And I feel like it is because of something she has actually gone through, in her lifetime. Like she has said something about, oh, they feel like they wanted to intimidate her, something like that. So whenever there's arguments, she's always trying to be the person who would speak more. She's trying to shush people up. Do you get that thing? She needs to work on it. So I feel like the meeting that was called was quite unnecessary because she said Biggie had called her to apologize to the housemates. Netizens did not take that in so well because they feel like, wow, so Biggie now calls people to tell them to apologize to the housemates. When did that one start? Why was it not done to some certain housemates? Do you get? So guys, she just revealed and said, oh, this meeting is happening because of Biggie, because if not, some persons will not attend the meeting, but because of she has said, oh, it's actually Biggie's instruction, so everyone had to be there. And it started off with the argument yet again. They started arguing. Uyanda was still standing on his rights, even told him Shini that her problem is this, that she literally always wants to be defensive and always claiming rights, while the front and back, with their conversation, she literally did not apologize. But according to her, Biggie had told her to apologize, but she literally did not apologize. But afterwards, it was still her and Mandy was telling her, Mandy explained what happened and said her name was mentioned, but not with the context where she was placing it. Uyanda has actually complained of thinking me, Mata, and you were talking about him, So Mandy was now telling Mshini, now that you're sober, last night you were drunk, you were tipsy, and you were acting funny. Now that you're sober, you could see that you've been wrong and you've been acting stupid. And Mshini said she do not feel any way. She do not, the shout was just going on and on and on, just like that, And then they told her that she needs self-introspection. And then she was like, yes, I introduced myself when I got to the house. Like literally, it was a funny drama. But after everything, later on, it was seen her with Mshini and Mandy hugging each other. Yes, even Mandy was telling Sipesitle in the kitchen earlier on that, oh, she hugged me, she came to tell me, but me, I'm still confused. I don't know if that is really an apology. She did not open her mouth to say she is sorry, but she came to hug me. I do not really know if that is really an apology. Any which ways, we'll see how everything with them would play out, most especially after today's eviction. For those that will be going and will be staying, we're going to see how everything plays out. Talking about how things plays out, the production also shared the drama that happened, and so many people were really, really, dropping how disgusting the situation was. The production posted this, and then these are the reactions. Someone says, Mandy, do introspection, and Mshini says, I did introduce myself. Okay, Entley says, Biggie, please call Mshini and reprimand her in Venak. I think English is the problem. And while she was talking to Mandy, she was using her fingers on her faces. Mandy was like, do not do that to me. And she continued, why will I not do it? Why will I not do it? It was so funny. When I see Mshini, shouting or having this dispute with someone, I just see it being forced. Like, she looks so petite and sweet to actually do this. She's like, when somebody is forcing things, When you're forcing things, that is how it looks when Mshini shouts, when she was having the disagreement. It's giving force to me, because I don't know. She was just doing too much. Akere, big brother, you heard Moshini threatening Uyanda, saying whatever she said about outside the house, she can do anything for revenge. If anything happens to Uyanda, that means Mshini is the first suspect. Nothing will happen to Uyanda. Nothing will happen at all. All of those are just mere threats, but one thing is Mshini just needs to be calming down, okay? She is now playing a victim and busy shouting with no facts. I like how Uyanda is calm. Now I can see Mshini's true color. Ashley was right. Big brother, why are you entertaining this? Mshini, she is out of control and very disrespectful. What do you want Biggie to do? For Biggie to disqualify her or Biggie to, give her strike or something? They are having disagreements. So if Biggie call her now and say, oh, I'm giving you strike and all of that, when this housemate keep mute, what would you guys say? Oh, they are not showing fire. Their Umililo is not there. They are all calm and all of that. So it's disagreement amongst each other. It is when it actually go, beyond, Biggie would address it. So people were just showcasing how disgusting they feel. And many people, including myself, are pointing out that Mshini is overdoing it. And that's on period, And I think even when she was doing all of that, she also realized that she was overdoing it. Sometimes you would do some things and you'd be like, oh no, this one, I don't do too much. So Ahema says, this girl doesn't know how to talk to people. She's disrespectful cause what the F? You talk and don't want others to talk. She clearly loves listening to herself. Uyanda, glad you told her her manner of approach is bad. And then Ohema says down here, is the housemate giving zero content for Biggie to ask Cocomelon to hold this rubbish meeting? They're wondering because the girl had revealed that Biggie had asked her to hold this meeting. So some persons be like, why would Biggie ask her to hold a meeting over this dispute they had, which they can even have the conversation amongst themselves? Ella says, and the way she points at people when addressing them, I would certainly slap her fingers off her tiny hands. And then someone says she didn't give Uyanda a chance to speak, but she doesn't want to be disrupted when she speaks. Tommy says, I think it's because she has been told that she is small, so she tries a lot to speak over people so they can recognize her. I accept this too. That is what I'm trying to say. It's something she has gone through, before, like seen as little, seen as tiny, and they feel like she doesn't have a voice. That's why I said when she shouts, to me it looks forced because she's forcing herself to do that just to get noticed. Yeah. Okay, and then Yaira says, Biggie, come out. You have been casted, though. You guys are now telling the housemates what to do and say. This Yaira is an Ashley stan because they feel like so Mshini could be having disagreements. You would call her even when something has not heated up, because that night when Biggie called her to the diary room, some persons be like, but this thing is not heated up like that. Why are you calling her? And they were like, oh Biggie, if it was Ashley, you would not call her to the diary room. They are still bringing the Ashley's effect to whatever that is happening in the house. All right, this person says, I am sure Biggie said what he normally say when there is conflict to sort things out by themselves, have those conversations, something like that. Some persons feel like Biggie did not just say it point blank to have a meeting. Biggie just maybe gave her advice or tell her to settle it among themselves. That's why she's calling the meeting. Mandy, my dear, thank you for exposing her. She must learn to listen and respect people. I don't regret dashing some votes to you. Some people were giving Mandy some hype. And funny enough, the way Mandy handled this, I told you guys now that Mandy is someone that can be all over the place, but the way she handled both the other night and the morning, it was really given. But someone here says, after everything in Mshini, Mandy looks defeated. Mshini is not a real person. Now it is trending degree on the social space, guys. This is how Uyanda looked at Mshini when she said he is stupid. It's so funny on the social space, I won't lie to you guys. It is not trending degree. And then someone here says, a degree is just a piece of paper. Okay, here is the printer. Print yours. This is Uyanda's stand, okay? Because some people are like, what is a degree? It's just a piece of paper. And then the Beija said, oh yeah, come and print yours. The Bejas are Uyanda stands, yes. And Kai says, the reason why Mshini dropped out was after her grandmother died and there was just a lot going on at home and she shared this with you. So for him to use that against her, knowing that that was one of the lowest points in her life, I understand her anger, shame. So this person is trying to say the reason why it is really getting to Mshini is because Mshini once confided in Uyanda about what happened to her that led her not to, finish her, what's it called, her schooling. And then coming from Pete, this meeting showed me that a degree is important, guys. Let me go and apply. You guys are never serious. Lord, this is the only time Uyanda maintained emotional intelligence, though. Mshini, Oyarasa, and overpowering, but he's also not innocent. We have seen his stunts. Kodwa. All right, guys, that is the drama going on, and I would love to hear from you guys. What did you think about what's happened after the fight the other night? What do you think with the way everything went down? What do you also think? Let me know in the comment section. Meanwhile, it may seem as though we are having a new group. Swiss, Mshini, Nsuku, and Nate. Like this cooperation that is going on. Okay, we'll see how everything plays out anyways. In the trend of degree, they are sharing a picture of Uyanda and his students. Yes, they said this is what it looks like to be a teacher. All of those feelings. They are just trying to be petty on the social space. That's all I can say. Like, fans are just trying to be so petty on the social space. Meanwhile, those pictures are so adorable. The students and their teacher, they look so good. Anyways, guys, please do not forget to like and share this video while you operate in the comment section. Thank you so much for always sailing with me. Mwah.